everyone, let's do the mid-year Freakout Tag. It's been going around Booktube a lot lately and I didn't know what to do today, so why not look at all the books I read this year, because I'm doing good. Well, I thought I was doing really good reading this year, but apparently I'm not quite happy now. Let's see why. So I read 52 books this year and I looked at Goodreads to see an overview of all the books I read, because the first question, best book, and I noticed I mainly read sequels, which is good because it's my goal, but that doesn't really make for exciting reading. And I haven't had a 5-star book yet. I haven't had anything that stood out where I was like totally overwhelmed and blown away by. So how good is my reading now? On the positive side, it was very easy for me to ask the second question about best sequel, because that is definitely Artificial Condition, the second book in the Murderbot series by Martha Wells. Question 3, I don't have an answer. It's a new release that I haven't read yet, and you know me, I'm bad at reading new releases, and I don't currently own a new release that I haven't read. But I do have a most anticipated read for a change, because Competence, the third book in the Custard Protocol books by Gail Carriger, comes out by the end of this month, so looking forward to that one. When it comes to biggest disappointments, I've read quite a few meh books this year. I wasn't really blown away by the Sandman series. I finally finished it and read it, but mostly had to pull through it, so that was disappointing. Then I finally read La Divine that I got from Camille because he bought the German edition, and this book was horrible. But I finished it, which makes See Out the Crazy Times the most disappointing book this year, because I couldn't finish this. I bought it for the cover. Look at how beautiful the cover is. I love the little Red Riding Hood thing. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Red Riding Hood. It's stories about war, but it just wasn't a good book. It wasn't a story. It was just memories told in a sequence, and yeah. No, not worth it. For the biggest surprise, I chose 10% Happier by Dan Harris, because I hadn't planned on reading that. It was a surprise buy, and then I surprisingly enjoyed it a lot and surprisingly started meditating. Not good at it. I don't know if it helps, but this is a surprise. I had no plans on doing that for this year or ever. Favorite new author is difficult. Since I mentioned I mainly read sequels, I kind of knew all the authors already. I could probably go with Martha Wells, but I find it very hard to call someone a favorite new author when I've only read 2 of their books. I don't really have a new fictional crush, but I do have a new favorite character, and that is Murderbot from the Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells, the series I've been talking about mostly for the past few days and in this tag already. A book that made me cry just recently happened. I don't really cry that often during books, but The Music Shop, the ending part, it had me tear up a little bit. A book that made me happy this year was definitely My Lady's Choosing. This was such a fun adventure where you chose where the story goes, and I really enjoyed it. When it comes to book to movie adaptations, I looked at all the films that I watched this year, and there was only one new book to movie adaptation that I've seen, and that was Ready Player One, which I didn't hate. So that's good, isn't it? Choosing a favorite video of my own is kind of hard. We've had a lot of good discussions about reading and books and belonging on Booktube, so I'm guessing one of those discussion videos, probably. Most beautiful book I bought this year? Well, I haven't been buying that many books. More than I wanted to, but still not that many. So I'm going for Starfall because it's nice and shiny and it looks beautiful. Unfortunately, the inside isn't as beautiful. I'm not finished yet, but it's shiny and nice. The last question is about the books that I need to read by the end of the year. And you know me, I want to read all the books I currently own, which are 35, I think, audiobooks, ebooks, and physical books included. But I do hope to finish quite a few of those big ones over there. Yeah, want to get rid of those. Well, basically want to get them read, but they've been in my TBR way too long. And that was the mid-year Freakout Tag. It was fun to look at all the books that I read, and kind of disappointing despite having read so many books. I don't know. I'm happy with my reading, while at the same time not. There haven't been that many exciting reads, so maybe I need to change that for the rest of the year, but I have so many reading plans and the books. I need to change my reading for 2019. We'll talk about that later. Thank you for watching, and let me know how your reading is going this year, especially when you look at the overall impression that all the books read by you make on you. Does that make sense? Thank you for watching. Bye bye.